The TeraFlex JL license plate relocation kit allows you to install the license plate onto the TeraFlex Alpha tire carrier or the factory tire carrier. It provides a place not only for the license plate, but also the third brake light, the backup camera, and it relocates the license plate light from the factory bumper. This video shows the installation process on the TeraFlex Alpha tire mount, but the process is essentially the same for a factory tire mount. Installing the TeraFlex license plate mount involves relocating the license plate light found on the factory bumper. To do this, you will need to remove the bumper. Start that process by removing the lower fender liners located behind the rear tires. Remove the bumper brackets on both sides. Disconnect the bumper wire harness located behind the rear driver's side tire. Remove the remaining bolts holding the bumper to the vehicle. We show the plastic bumper here. Please note, on the steel bumper, there are nuts instead of bolts in this location, and there are 2 extra bolts located on the bottom of the bumper that will need to be removed. The bumper should now be free to be taken off the vehicle. Disconnect the license plate light. Remove the light from the bumper. Connect the wire extension to the spare tire light wire harness. This extension uses OEM-style waterproof connections to ensure there are no electrical issues. Reinstall the bumper. Run the extension over to the right side of the vehicle. Make sure you secure the wire harness to the frame so that it will not hang down below the bumper. Inside the cargo area, remove the cover for the tail light anchor. Loosen the bolt holding the tail light in place, support the tail light as you do so, otherwise it will fall. Disconnect the tail light and set it out of the way. Remove the plastic and carpeted floor panels. Remove the passenger side interior side panel. Models with a subwoofer need to remove a bolt on the top corner of the panel closest to the front. Lift the boot up and cut a slit into it big enough to let the wire harness extension go through it. Run the wire harness extension up behind where the light goes and through the boot. Replace the boot. Remove the tailgate panel. Some of the plastic retainers might stay on the door. Reattach them to the panel before reinstalling it. Route the license plate wire harness extension to the tailgate following the existing wire harness for the camera and center brake light. Tie it to the existing wire harness or feed the wire through the mesh sleeve so that it doesn't get pinched in the door. Run it through the vent. If you want to trim the vent so it sits flat, then feel free to do so, but it's not absolutely necessary. Make sure that you leave enough slack so that later, when you need to pull off the license plate mount, you are able to do so. As stated earlier, this video shows the process using the Alpha tire mount. To see the factory tire mount removed, see our video for installing the Alpha tire mount. Remove the third brake light bracket and spare tire. Disconnect the camera from inside. If you need to use pliers to do this, be careful not to damage the camera's plug. Remove the 3 bolts holding the camera mounting plate onto the tire mount. Remove the camera faceplate, then remove the camera. Retain the small bolts in case you ever need to reattach the camera mounting plate. Remove the third brake light from its mount. Attach the third brake light to the new inner bracket reusing the factory hardware. Use the provided super tiny hardware to attach the camera to the bracket. Attach the license plate light reusing the factory nuts. It will look like the threads are too far away from the bracket, but these nuts are self-tapping, so just keep tightening, but be careful not to over-tighten as the studs are plastic. Place the bracket into the plastic mount and attach it using the provided hardware. Do not over-tighten the hardware. Install the retaining clip into the license plate holder's lower mounting hole. Reinstall the spare tire using the provided special lug nuts. There are 2 with wider grooves. These will be installed on the 2 upper studs. Test fit the license plate holder onto the studs. Find which of the 2 wider grooves on the upper lug nuts are covered by the license plate holder. Remove the license plate holder. Put O-rings on the 2 wider grooves on each of the upper lug nuts that will be covered by the license plate holder. These O-rings hold the license plate mount firmly to the lug nuts, preventing it from rattling or anything like that. Connect the plugs for the license plate light, the third brake light, and the backup camera. Make sure you connect the backup camera last, otherwise you won't be able to connect the third brake light. Place the license plate mount onto the studs. It should go on snug. Finally, attach the license plate to the mount using the provided screws.